Good morning, team. Welcome back to the Commute. If you're new here, my name is Michael. I'm a school teacher. This is my series where I spend 20 minutes having a chat with you on my way to and from work. It's like a podcast, but in the car. If you enjoy, please subscribe, leave a like. It helps out immensely, and you'll know when I next upload. Now, by golly, have I got a big day ahead of me. It is going to be jam-packed. I don't know how I'm going to squeeze it all in. I need to practice 4 wire-toe with the Kappa Haka team because we're doing a performance tomorrow. I need to do an entire day of jamming, which is a junior assessment of mathematics. So I need to go through my whole mathematics group and assess them. I need to prepare everything for my reliever today because I'm on release. And I've also got to get everything ready for the Hui Whakanui this afternoon, which is where parents and whānau come in to check out their kids' learning. So it's going to be a big day. To say I'm not a little bit stressed, yeah, I am a little bit stressed this morning. It will all pan out, but when I think about it, it's quite a lot of things to do today. Hence why I've gone straight into It's not even the topic of the video. I wanted to talk about the theatre today. Hello, hi, welcome to the Commute, my friends. Clearly I just needed to get that off my chest. Wow, it's gonna be a day. But no, Georgia and I went to the theatre last night. It was absolutely smashing. It's a little place called the Detour Theatre in the historic village, and quite frankly I didn't know it was there, and I had no idea what calibre the theatre would be too, but it was absolutely brilliant. The theatre itself was beautiful. It's in this old vintage building. The stage is only wee, but it was fantastic and it was so beautifully done. And it was little things like at the intermission they served cake. Who does that? $3 for a slice of cake. It was brilliant. Wasn't sure if he was going to let me go there. Or she, can't tell. As I said, we got halfway through the show and they served us a piece of carrot cake. It was brilliant. So lovely. And the audience, there must have only been about seating for 30 to 50 people, I reckon. So it was a very intimate show. We were second in the second row, 2 rows from the front. And it was brilliant. The show we saw, sorry I haven't even told you what show we saw. We saw in Agatha Christie, a murder is announced. And it was brilliant. I didn't know what to expect going in, but I was not expecting, as I said, a show of that calibre. The tickets were $25. So I was like, oh, $25, we'll see. But I'll be back. I will well and truly be back. It was brilliant. The acting was awesome, the set was amazing, the costumes, the props, it was so good. I was really chuffed. And the story, I know it's been written as a book, so I'm sure many have read it, but the story was so clever. And Agatha Christie's very smart at weaving plot lines into one another and somehow making all of the characters intrinsically relate. And so yeah, a murder is announced. It was brilliant. I ought to find the book. I think the book would be a good read. Georgia would quite like to read them too. She said her granddad really liked them. And I've liked a few Agatha Christie's. I'd quite like to read And Then There Were None. Sorry, I got an itchy back. I watched the BBC miniseries of And Then There Were None, maybe in like 2017 or something like that. It was awesome. So I think the book might be good. As I said, I'd quite like to read A Murder Is Announced. It was a fantastic stage show. The actors were, yeah, as I said, fantastic. There was a lady who played Bunny, and I thought she was brilliant. She was very funny. and also the housekeeper. Housekeeper is meant to be this Hungarian lady, and I don't know if it was the actor's real voice or if she was putting it on, but it was brilliant nonetheless. She was very, very funny. Highly recommend going to see an Agatha Christie at your local theatre company, wherever you are in the world. It's inspired me so much that I thought I might pick up acting again. They run acting classes out of the Detour Theatre, and it's been a while since I've done anything like that, but I thought it might be really nice to do, and they're very reasonable, the classes. It's about $14 per class. Me and Georgia did the math when we were in the theatre, because they had a little advertisement going for it all. I'm going to let this gentleman go, and then I will pop over as well. We are stuck behind a truck of some sort. I think he's transporting a tractor or something. What is that? I don't know. They're like 2 mini tractors. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so Georgia and I are thinking of doing acting classes, an adult acting class on a Monday night. We'll see if that goes ahead. As I said, Georgia's shifts are a little bit unpredictable. But I'm hoping we do. It seems like the theatre company is full of really lovely people. So yeah, it might be nice to join that community. I'm going to have to turn my AC up. It's chilly this morning. My car iced over actually. I wasn't quite expecting that. It's meant to be spring now. But yeah, car iced over, back window, this window, that and that, to get me watering can out. And I was already running late. It is particularly late for me this morning. I'm going to be 10 minutes behind schedule, and I have a lot to get done this morning. A lot to get done, golly. I'll have about 30 minutes before people arrive, so I should be able to get most of it done, but we'll see. My breakfast and coffee will have to wait. I've been drinking a decaf coffee at school now, because I went through a profuse amount of caffeinated coffee the last term, and I was just thinking, this is too much. I was getting, you know, anxious, and I was having caffeine crashes. Same with sugar. I've been taking in a lot of sugar, and it's terrible for you. Obviously natural sugars are different, you know, fruit and whatnot, but been eating a lot of biscuits and drinking a lot of coffee. So as I said, I'm on decaf now, and I'm very strictly limiting my sugar intake, or trying to. And it's going well. I don't think a decaf coffee has as much flavour. For whatever reason, the process changes it, but it's still a nice compromise, because I do enjoy a cup of coffee. But yeah, as I said, that was our evening last night. We're also going to Les Miserables. I don't know how to say that. Les Mis. That's being done by the Tauranga Musical Theatre next week, I think. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. I love Les Mis. I've seen it a couple times. I think it's a brilliant show. It's always well worth going. And then stage show, we don't have anything theatrical. We have a stand-up, well, it's not stand-up comedy, it's a pre-prepared routine coming up. We're going to go see Ursula Carlson, who I think's very funny. She's a really, really brilliant comedian. And then we've got Crowded House later in the year. Pardon me. Hair in my throat. Coldplay, and that's us. Would like to go to the theatre more. I love going to see a live show. Much more so than watching the telly. Like, watching that show made me want to get rid of the TV and just go to the theatre. It makes it much more special. Because as I said, you end up popping the telly on every night, and I don't know. I think it's too much media consumption. I was saying to Georgia in our next home, I'd like to have a living room that has no technology in it, no TV, no nothing, just books, and you know, maybe if we're at that point where we have kids, books and toys, like a proper living room where people talk and laugh and they're not just staring at a screen. That's me going on a tangent though. I need to get off my high horse. But yeah, it was fantastic. Also, I know many of you really just don't care, but it's something I've been following since the Nintendo Switch Pro was announced, rumoured years and years and years and years ago. Maybe 4 years ago since I've been following that, 3 years ago. The Nintendo Switch 2, I am convinced, is going to be announced, or at least the announcement date is going to be announced this week. I'm sure of it. There's so much information building up to the fact that we're going to get a reveal soon. I read a recent article that they've expedited manufacturing at the factory, and that people are making like 1,000 consoles a day. Also read a report that it's going to be dual screen, whether that's something like the Wii U or like the DS, who knows, or if that's just a stupid rumour, who knows. And also one of the people in the factory has said that there's a 2 on the back, so it is definitely, by the sounds of it, going to be the Nintendo Switch 2, because as I said, the Wii U, people thought it was an accessory and it flopped. Whereas there'll be no mistaking that this is the second Nintendo Switch. And also today we got the announcement of the first confirmed game for the Switch 2, which was done by the developers of my time at Porsche, who said their next game is going to be on the future Nintendo console. So long story short, now that it's in now that it's being manufactured, and there are thousands of people working on it every day, as well as obviously people getting glimpses of the console to make accessories and stuff, I think it's coming this week. And it would be rather fitting following the PS5 Pro's announcement. I think they'd knock it out the park. And they can't do it next week, because I think next week's Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, whatever that one's called. I'm not really following it too closely, I'll be honest. It looks good, but it's more of a game that I'd buy for Georgia, I think. It does look entertaining, but I didn't like Link's Awakening as I did Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, so I'm not sure I'd like Echoes of Wisdom. But yeah, I think the announcement is imminent. And by the sounds of it, we're getting more or less of the same, but hopefully no Joy-Con drift. Hopefully they've got Hall effect sticks or something, because I'm sick of my Joy-Cons breaking. Hopefully the screen's a bit bigger, because I've had the OG Switch since 2017. So it'd be a welcome upgrade to get a bigger screen. By the sounds of it, they've got back buttons or extra buttons on the controllers, and they're magnetic. What else is there? Rumours are that it'll be backwards compatible, which I really hope. Otherwise I'll be very disappointed, because I've got a really wonderful Switch library that I love, and I'd hate to have to give that up. What else has been rumoured? I've been following it for yonks, but now that I actually come to talk to it, I can't remember. I'm hoping that Pokemon Legends ZA releases alongside it, but I'm not sure it will. It'll make a great launch title, but lots of people think Metroid will be the launch title. And obviously Professor Layton's coming 2025, I believe, or is it 2026? So there's going to be a lot of fantastic games. And now that the Switch 2 will people are believing it'll be of power of the PS4, between the PS4 and the Series S. And they're using AI to get it up to 4K and stuff, apparently. We'll be seeing a lot more ports of the amazing games from the PS4 and Xbox One era, I hope. It'd be brilliant to take Red Dead 2 on the go. And by no means do I see games like GTA 6 coming to it, but it does bode well for the future, having some new technology. Because the Switch is, it's showing its age now, and we're definitely ready for some new technology. Gosh, sorry, I'm good at rambling and going off topic. There's my ramble about the Switch 2. I intended on making a video about the theatre, but here we are. 7:08, not too bad. If I'm lucky, because I need to get lots of things done, and if I get talking I won't get anything done, hoping I get 25-30 minutes before people arrive. It is a Wednesday. Oh blast, I have induction hooey. Okay, long story short, I've got 25 minutes because I've got a meeting this morning. Oh my gosh, today's a big day, team. Anyways, thanks for tuning in to my rambles and incoherence. Have a fantastic morning, afternoon or evening. It was lovely to see you. Hope something makes you smile today. And I will see you on the next episode of The Commute. Ka kite, team.